All right, well, let's move on to the topic today, which we are going to talk about the best snacks in Diagon Alley. And these are magical snacks. They're very magical.
What makes them magical?
Makes it magical? Because it's in Wizarding World.
Oh, okay.
And you've got wands and magic spells and duh.
Fair.
All right, so we have some food and drink options that we're going to talk about. You can actually find almost all of these in Hogsmeade as well, except for one, and it's a big one. So start with number one. Do you want to read these, Jared?
I would love to.
Okay, what's the number one snack? Or do you want to go from 7 to... Or I think
we can
6 to 1?
We can just go in order.
Okay.
I don't want to scroll down and back up.
Fine. Okay.
I know it's just a mouse thing and it's a finger. I don't want to do it.
Okay.
It's late. I don't feel like doing it.
What's number one?
Number one, if you've ever been to Harry Potter Wizarding World or anything else or know anything about Harry Potter, would be butterbeer.
Butterbeer.
And it's 3 different versions you can get.
In drink form.
In drink form. So correct. You can get it in many different forms. But in the drink form, you can get it in 3 different ways. So this is made of cream soda. You have butter syrup, butterscotch, and cream, obviously.
If you don't like butterscotch, you're probably not going to like this.
True. It's very butterscotch.
And I like butterscotch.
So you can get it cold, which is just how it comes standard.
Yeah.
Regular.
Yeah.
Then you can get frozen.
Which is delicious.
And you can get hot.
Which last year is the first year they started serving it hot 24/7. It used to just be seasonal, but now you can get it hot the whole year.
Yes, you can.
I don't think you can get it hot in especially in Hogsmeade. You can't get it hot in the carts. It's only in actual either inside at Hogshead or at Hopping Pot, but it's not at those little stations.
Yeah. Well, and over here in Diagon Alley, they don't have those stations.
Right.
So you can only get it.
Can you imagine how cramped that would
be? Well,
be?
Diagon Alley is very, very cramped in there. But yeah, so you can get this, you can get butterbeer at the Hopping Pot, which is if you've been in there, it's the central place where you get all the drinks, basically.
Yes.
In the land. But my personal favorite, I like cold, the regular. And what's yours?
I'm partial to frozen. Because most of the time it's really hot and it feels nice.
I mean, frozen, I will go cold and frozen. I haven't had it hot. I don't think. Doesn't sound good to me, though. But it probably is good. I just don't. I think of it always being cold.
But yeah, it's $8.49.
Yeah.
And you can also get it at Lake Cauldron, too.
Yes, you can. And used to, you couldn't get it without the cream on top. This was you literally could not get it without it. And then this was because all the stuff in Wizarding World is controlled by J.K. Rowling. Mm-hmm. And she always said no to it, and then she or somebody changed their minds, and now you can, because it was a theming thing. Because you could, that's how it always was in the books and the movies.
Yeah.
So,
but let me tell you something. I wouldn't get it without the cream.
Oh, I totally.
It does
agree.
not taste good without the cream. That's just my opinion. It doesn't. It's kind of not. It's not bitter. It's not sweet enough.
One of the guys told me when I ordered it one time. And I was I went up there because the one reason I like it cold or regular is I was I don't know if I should get cold or regular, frozen or cold. And he goes, I would recommend cold. And he told me, and it makes sense because I like cold brews. And he goes, yeah, it's like a pumpkin cream cold brew. The foam sits on top and it gets into it.
Right.
And he goes, the best way to drink. He even said too, don't drink with a straw. He's you're supposed to drink it out of the cup because you get a little bit of the foam in with the butterscotch, and that's how it's supposed to be. That's the way in which it's supposed to be drank, which I agree. I think that's the best way to drink it, personally.
Yeah, same thing happened to me, kind of. There were some girls in front of us that wanted a straw with theirs, and he was like, are you sure? And they're like, yeah, I want a straw. He's like, you're going to hate it. It's going to make you sick. It's going to make you sick.
Well, that sounds intense.
I know. I was like, okay, all right. I think he just meant it's just not what they think it's going to be.
Because it's not it's sweet, but it's not crazy sweet. That foam on top definitely helps it.
Sure.
So yeah. But anyways, butterbeer, that is one of the best ones you can get, of course.
Absolutely.
It wouldn't be a list without butterbeer on it.
Absolutely. All right. Number 2 is going to be ice cream at Florian and Fortescue's. This place has some very unique flavor combinations. This is right across from the Dragon at Gringotts. So there are some interesting flavors you can get. Our favorite happens to be butterbeer. The butterbeer flavored ice cream they have.
It's very good. This is I wish I could get this all the time, but it is soft serve. It's not actually out of a, they don't hand scoop this.
Right.
So they do hand scoops here and they do soft serve.
Right. But the butterbeer flavored it's very popular, and they have the machines for it, like a lot of them. Anyway, so that's what we like. And our son, actually, he's not an ice cream person, and we actually tried some butterbeer ice cream for our daughter to have again, because she was like, I don't know if I want it. She took a bite. She's like, oh, I like it. And then our son wanted to try it. And then he ate like half of it.
He inhaled it
because he loved it.
And he doesn't. And like I said, I've taken the kids to Cold Stone.
Yeah.
He never really had much to do with ice cream. He'd have a little bit, but then I would have a lick, and then he like wanted more, like he just wanted the whole thing. But yeah. So it is very good. If it is a hot day, it will melt very quickly on you.
Oh yeah. So the other soft serve flavors they have are banana, chocolate, Granny Smith, mint, pistachio, vanilla, orange marmalade, toffee apple, and strawberries and cream. Those set $7.49 in a waffle cone. They also have hard pack flavors, which are very interesting. They've got strawberry and peanut butter, and that is from the books. That was Harry's preference. They've got lavender and Earl Grey. They got chocolate chili, apple crumble, vanilla, salted caramel blondie, chocolate, clotted cream, sticky toffee pudding, and chocolate and raspberry.
Man, I bet sticky toffee pudding is good.
I bet
a few
salted
of those.
caramel.
I was thinking that, and the apple crumble is probably pretty good too.
I've heard the lavender and Earl Grey is good, but it's not for everybody. Like it's got a very unique, almost like floral tint to it.
I love flowers in my ice cream,
but like in a good way.
Yeah.
And that's $6.49 for the hard pack flavors in a cone. So
you know what's funny about this is the ice cream prices in here aren't really that far out of line of just going to any ice cream place. Like if you go to Cream or Cold Stone, I mean you're spending about the same amount.
Yeah.
So I mean, as theme park prices typically are a little inflated, they're not that far off.
Right.
This is a very small shop too.
Oh, it's just tiny.
Very tiny. So it doesn't take much for it to get backed up in there.
Yeah.
But they do move pretty quickly. They're trying to move you in and out there.
Yeah. Okay. What's number 3?
Number 3 is Otter's Fizzy Orange Juice. And it's a slightly carbonated orange soda drink with a hint of vanilla, served with an orange slice, brown sugar, and cinnamon around the rim. And you can get this at Hopping Pot and Leaky Cauldron, and it is $5.99.
This is delicious.
Now, this is your favorite. You like this better than butterbeer?
I do like this better than butterbeer. So the first time I got this was maybe a year ago, maybe less time than that. I'm not sure, but I fell in love with it. It is a sweet drink. I'm not gonna lie, it is very sweet. But the orange drink and the cinnamon together, it hits the spot.
I feel like this would almost be better warm.
I don't know.
And I do like it. It is really good. I don't know. I don't like it more than butterbeer. It is good though. But I don't. Part of my issue is it is very, very sweet.
It is very sweet, for sure. But it's cheaper than a butterbeer too.
Well, I remember when the first time I went to Universal and Wizarding World was fairly new. Remember butterbeers were like $5 something.
Yes, I do.
I remember that. And then within a 2-year period, they went up to $8 something, and now
they're $8.49. Right now, so look for them to be $9 here soon, because I'm sure they will be.
Yeah,
it's all right. But yeah, like I said, Jared said you can find that at a Hopping Pot, and it's well worth it. It's well.
It's good to mix up if you don't want butterbeer, you're tired of butterbeer. That's one that isn't really. I wouldn't say that's a mainstream drink.
No.
It's kind of one that maybe the bartender would recommend to you.
Probably. Yeah. So. Let's see. Number 4, we have chocolate frogs. It's solid milk chocolate in the shape of a frog, and that comes in a pentagonal shaped box. What makes these unique is that there is a collectible wizard trading card in each box. So that's kind of cool.
Okay.
The box, just the regular cardboard box, is $13 with one wizard trading card. Or you can buy a metal tin for $25. It comes with, again, one chocolate frog and 5 trading cards in the metal tin.
Do people trade these cards?
I mean, I don't know.
Is there a black market?
I don't know. But there's a lot of different cards. I think it's more collectible kind of thing.
Yeah.
And these are available at Sugar Plum Sweet Shop in Diagon Alley and also at Honeyduke's in Hogsmeade. I think you can find them sometimes in the gift shops of the rides. So like,
I've seen them in some of them before. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you can find them in I forgot the shop's name of Gringotts.
I can't remember it, but I know which one you're talking about. Yeah.
And then the same thing for the exit of Forbidden Journey. I think you can find it there too. Mm-hmm. You can also get chocolate frog ornaments, chocolate frog puzzles, chocolate frog purses, all in the chocolate frog it looks like the box. But anyway, so they're very popular.
Okay.
But you can find them there. So.
Okay. I'll let you read the next one because in the number 6 one, you know nothing about.
I know nothing about it.
And that would not be one that you probably don't want to talk about.
All right. Well, I'll go to number 5, which is Birdie Bot's Every Flavor Beans. And this is
Beans?
Beans. This is basically a pack of jelly beans with normal flavors, but also very weird flavors. You can get up to 20 flavors. So Ron Weasley, he said this in Sorcerer's Stone. He goes, "You want to be careful with those. When they say every flavor, they mean every flavor. You know, you get all the ordinary ones like chocolate and peppermint and marmalade, but then you can get spinach and liver and tripe. George reckons he had a bogey flavored one once. Blah. See? Sprouts." So you can get some gross flavors. And I think Dumbledore said he got a vomit flavored one and he's not keen to eating them. And then he took a bite of this one and said, earwax. Do you remember that?
I don't remember that.
Okay. Again, these are available at Sugar Plum Sweet Shop and Honeyduke's. And just for this little pack of 20 jelly beans, $13.
Dang.
So and again, they're same thing that the Chocolate Frog is. They have a lot of products that look like the packaging of the jelly beans,
right?
For different things. It's funny.
Well, I know, and these are things that are like from the movies. It's
from
like
the books and the movies.
So it's like a souvenir, but also something you can snack on. So
it's definitely recognizable from the books,
which is really cool. I mean, it is a cool aspect of Wizarding World is those things. I mean, yes, they are being capitalist and selling you items, but they're not like making it up and retroactively trying to like act like it works.
Right.
Like, just be like, no, this has always been a part of this universe. You can buy them now. Like, they're actually built into it. So, which is cool. Yeah.
Yep. You want to go to the last one?
All right. Last one is, and people may not know this.
Okay.
But not only can you get beer in Wizarding World, but they have their own like special beers like you can only get in the Wizarding World. So they've always had 2, which is a Wizard's Brew, which is a milk stout. That's a very dark, thick beer. I don't really care for that too much. And they have a Dragon Scale beer, which is a red lager, which is pretty good. So they've always had that as long as I can remember. And over in Diagon Alley, you can get it at Hogshead. The Hopping Pot, and then Hogshead over in Hogsmeade, and over at maybe that is the only place you can get it at Hogsmeade is over there at Hogshead. I think you can also get it in the restaurants if you sit down in there, I believe. But they just the other day, like last week, was it?
What?
2 weeks ago, the new beers they released.
Yeah, it was like a week ago.
So they came out with 2 new beers. One is the Daisy Root Drought, and another one is the Dark Forest Ale. And I was going to try both of these, but we had the kids with us, and if you're known about Universal, is you can only get 1 drink per ID. So I couldn't actually buy 2.
Right.
Unless Jamie was with me and she wasn't. So the 2 types of beers here, the Daisy Root Drought tastes like it's a golden British ale, and then the Dark Forest Ale is a brown ale with caramel notes. I was kind of torn, but I was like, I went with the Daisy Root Drought because it was a little fruitier, a little lighter, which I don't like really hoppy beers. So I was like, I'll go with this one. So it's about $12, which is about all the beers are on.
Yeah.
This is really good. This is my new favorite beer in Wizarding World, and one of the better beers that are like, other than if you like beer, see people drinking like regular beers you see all the time. This one I thought was really good. It was light. It wasn't super hoppy. It was smooth, but I really enjoyed it. So this is one of, if you want to consider a beer a snack. It has calories. I suppose you can. This one's really good. So I'd say out of all 4 of the ones that are available in the Wizarding World, I would say the Daisy Root is my favorite one, and it's definitely the lightest one. Like a red ale is not too bad, but this one is right up my alley. So I enjoy it. I do want to try the other one though, the Dark Forest Ale. I'm curious about it. I don't know how hoppy it is. I've read where it's not really hoppy. So the next time we go, I definitely want to try that one. But I do like the Daisy Root quite a bit.
Okay.
Jamie tried it and she did not like it.
No, I did not. But that's not a surprise. Not a beer girl.
You like rum and fruity drinks.
I sure do.
So, yeah. They don't have that yet in Wizarding World. At least themed anyways. But yeah.
I wish they did. Speaking of fruity drinks, I have a honorable mention for you that I didn't include in the list because I don't think it's that they're not like that delicious, but that's just a unique way of making it. So, if you recall, they're in the middle of like right across from Gringotts. They have Eternal's elixirs of refreshments.
Mm-hmm.
It's that little circular thing. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Basically, it's a place where you can like mix your own drink, so to speak. Use basically water, and then you put like little bottles into your water, mix it together, and it creates your drink. You can do Drought of Peace, which is like berry flavor, Babbling Beverage, which is fruit punch, Fire Protection Potion, which is watermelon and peach and strawberry, and Elixir to Induce Euphoria, which is pineapple and hints of green apple and mint. So that's also an option if you want to get that. But you have to mix that with Gilly water, which is just water. So anyway, that's my honorable mention for that. Is there anything we should have mentioned that we didn't? Because I mean, Diagon Alley is a very small area. Like, it's not a very big area, so you can't fit a lot of food and drinks in there. And we're not really going to talk about much in Leaky Cauldron because this is more like snack stuff that you can just like pick up.
Yeah, I mean, Leaky Cauldron, you've got to go inside there, so that I feel like it's different. Yeah, that I can. I mean, they do have other drinks over there at Hopping Pot. I mean, they
have a couple.
Pumpkin juice, which we've tried, which is good. It's not as good as Otter's Fizzy Orange, I would say. Like, they have a fishy green ale. Like, yeah, there's just some other stuff.
Oh, the tongue tying lemon squash, which we did try, and it's basically lemonade.
Just basically lemonade. Yeah, I would say. I mean, those are the things. They do have a fire whiskey.
Okay.
Because they have I need to try that. They have advertisements that's supposed to be based in the land. I can't remember the specifics, but I do want to try. I don't know exactly what that is. I'm assuming it's some sort of mixed drink, but I do want to try that. But other than that, I think that's it. The only thing I was going to add is Diagon Alley is small. So the biggest issue we have with snacks here is you're probably not going to be able to find a place to sit, at least at a table. There's a few tables over by Hopping Pot, but there are not many, especially for the amount of people that go over there. So yeah. And usually those tables, a lot of times, depends on what time of the day, it's like right in the sunlight too.
Oh, yeah.
And there's no shade. So sometimes, if you have a snack in here, it might be easier, given how busy it is in there, is to take it outside the land, unfortunately, sometimes. Yeah. If you want to sit down and enjoy it. Because it gets packed in there. I mean, they made it wider than they did in the movies, but they definitely kept that feel where if it's a busy day, you were going to be shoulder to shoulder with people. Yeah. And moving. I mean,
basically, if you want to get a snack, if you want to get a drink, just go to Hopping Pot.
Right when you get in there, just go to the right. Yeah.
Like, that is where you want to go, because they also have beef or chicken pasties, they call them. And I haven't tried them yet, but I haven't heard anything good or bad about them. But they do have those options and some chips and stuff. And you can get butterbeer ice cream there, I guess.
Yeah. No, I think it was good. I mean, I think obviously butterbeer usually reigns supreme, and I think honestly my favorite way to have butterbeer is actually the ice cream.
Yeah.
I think obviously if you're thirsty, you want a drink is different, but I think like if you were to ask me what's my favorite delivery method of butterbeer, that ice cream is pretty good.
It is really good. You're right. We had the fudge. They make fudge over at Honeyduke's. And I don't know if you can get it at the sweet shop too. I haven't checked that. You probably can, but it's a little too sweet for me.
I'm not a big fan of fudge for that reason. It's usually too sweet, and especially the fudge. We got a whole thing of them before,
and I used to love it. And for some reason, maybe it just pumped too much sugar in there.
It's definitely very, very sweet. Yeah. Like, if I ate a whole square, I feel like I would get sick to my stomach.
Yeah. But yeah, samesies. But well, anyway, so I hope that gives you an idea of what you can get over at Diagon Alley and what our favorites are. And if you've been to Diagon Alley and there's a favorite of yours that we missed, please let us know.